Man, how time flies. Especially, seems like the older you get, the less you have of time. But it is another Wednesday. It is another unboxing. And as before, it is the Soul of Chogokin series. Today is Combatler V. It is 5 vehicles. It turns into a giant mechanical robot. So, as far as the character goes, I was not a huge fan of the anime. Normally, when it comes to giant robots, I have to either be a fan of the way it looks or a fan of its abilities. And Combatler looks insanely great. But compared to Voltus 5, this is my least favorite character. Voltus actually launches flying tops. He launches flying spinning discs. He can shoot certain liquids out of his hands. These blades are insane. I think those are the best weapons for him. But one of his finishing ultimate moves is puts up the blades, spins around, and literally becomes a flying drill. So honestly, unfortunately, yes, it is not definitely one of my favorite characters. So like the others before, comes with a small history. The weapons, or what you technically are supposed to have. So there is a battlecraft, which splits and becomes his legs, or his feet. The battle marine, which is basically a submarine. The battle tank. The battle crasher, which is basically his chest. And the battle jet, which is his head. And definitely shows you how to transform him. There is no bottom, but this is what you get. Like I said, this is pretty well, it is part die cast, so it is pretty heavy. I don't know what these are for, but get those. The Battle Marine, the sub. You can hear the die cast in it. The battle tank. Surprisingly, this is actually rubber. The treads, which is pretty cool. Oof. Trying to take out his hands. Slippery. Don't think it's his normal hands, which is kind of cool. It's basically a fist. These are the blades. Should be able to connect them. Then on the bottom we have the stand for the weapons. This is pretty insane. So this is pretty much what it looks like. Not combined yet. Kind of when it's starting to link up. We actually put together the stand, which is pretty cool. Excuse me. Each component is numbered. The head is 1, the body is 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a lot of combinations. Yeah. Supposedly that's it. But I'm not a huge fan of the way the legs are. They don't feel right. And by that I mean it just feels like he's very wobbly. He does look fantastic, but yeah, you can see he's barely standing. But we do have his stand, which is pretty great. I mean, he looks pretty insane. Just the elbow joints are loose and those parts are loose. But it does look like Combatler. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty stoked. But I do have this strong feeling that he will fall. But at the same time, I have to admit, I'm happy with the way he turned out. He looks pretty great. Hey, smaller than Kuga though. So let's check him out. So yep, Dan Kuga is still the monster in the room. Combatler Dan Kuga Voltis 5, which will be the next big opening. I'm hoping to get a couple Power Rangers stuff. Unfortunately, they're pretty expensive. As I said, it's going to take a while. So it's going to be a while till this is completely finished. But next week, Voltis 5. Then we start getting into our smaller ones, which isn't actually a lot. Great Mazinga, Boss Spot, Eva, Evangelion, Get a Robo. I'm hoping to get Tetsujin 28. I don't know how many we can actually fit. So I'm thinking 3 forward, probably 3 rows. Hopefully 4 rows. We'll have to wait and see. There are quite a few characters that I really want. And that's basically what I'm trying to get. Is all the super robots that Soul of Chogokin made that I want. Combatler, Dankuga, Voltis, Spider-Man's Leopardin, Mighty Morphin, and I don't... Part of me wants the Dragon Zord, part of me wants the first Super Sentai series I've seen, which is Battle Fever J. Still would love to get Go Lion, aka for us Americans, Voltron, Guy King. I would love to get Raideen. And one of my newer favorite is Gear Fighter Dendo. But I definitely hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing. Hope you come back for next week for Voltis. As soon as we finish with this, take a little break. Maybe open up the rest of the... open up a couple of the legacies for G.I. Joe Classifieds. Then the masterpiece. Things are kind of, like I said, falling into place. But I am pretty happy with the way this looks. So as usual, stay tuned, take care, be safe. Aloha.